This week it's time to clean up this schmozzle.
This crap.
This schmozzle. Each weekend we take on a corner of crap. And we're gonna have
We've both got our hands on our hips now.
we're allowed. We're allowed. You know, I saw on the video from last time we got that. We're gonna create some new veggie patches today, new planter boxes.
Raised garden beds.
Raised garden beds. And we're going to plant our potatoes for the first time today. Woo! So that's exciting.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. Let's get on with it. So we ordered these planters that were specially made from Bunnings. It's come in a box with a whole bunch of bits and pieces. And basically in the end, it's going to turn out looking like this one. So all the pieces seem pretty simple. None of it involves screws or tools or anything like that. It's literally just a matter of slotting pieces together because all the ends have been created with these dovetail joints, and then they just slide down these pieces and sit on this end piece that's in there. Should be pretty easy.
Planter box. 2 planter boxes.
If you read the packet, it recommends that you do this in a wheelbarrow, but we don't actually have a wheelbarrow, so we're going to use one of these containers that we've used previously, and we're just going to break the block up into smaller areas and then fill it with water and let it soak and expand, and just do it bit by bit. So I've got to let that wait for 10 minutes. Shit, it's going to break the box. Look at it. I've got to let that soak for the next 10 minutes and let it expand and soak up as much of the water as it can. So while we wait, time for our first ever mail call.
It hasn't expanded much sideways, it's only expanded forwards, so we should probably put it the other way around next time.
Yes. Yeah. So Annette from Annie's Kitchen sent us a package in the mail. I've covered her address and our address just in case we don't want that stuff getting out there. Annie got a whole bunch of spices sent to her, and she was nice enough to send us a whole bunch from Riverina Spices. So we've got butter chicken, mild. Yum. Chili con carne, mild. I told her that I was a baby with spices and she sent me all the mild stuff.
Got those white taste buds.
I got those white taste buds. Tandoori chicken. Chicken macadamia. Beef rendang. Mango chicken curry. And on the back of each of them, they've got recipes on how to make the things, so that will be awesome. Oh. Okay, while the neighbours are making a whole lot of noise, we'll get back to this. Thank you, Annie. I told her that would break. I told her. She didn't believe me, but I told her. What's going on over here, Betty?
Wait, look at
What happened?
nothing.
Who could have foreseen this? I don't know if anyone could have even guessed that that was going to happen.
Your attitude is not appreciated here.
So in the bottom of the planters we put these linings so it holds the dirt in, but it also has good drainage to let the water out. Staple gun to just pin it to the sides a little bit just to make it easier to fill it without the cloth getting in the way all the time.
Oh shit.
Struggle town.
Heavy. So I'm just gonna top up this raised garden bed with a little bit of potty mix because we've decided to go one of the core blocks per garden bed, and then we're just going to top it up with soil because we already had some. How long have you been doing this for?
84 years.
It's been 84 years. However,
It's not leaving.
she's adopted a different technique. She's got the chisel out and she's just chipping away and just mixing it in the tub bit by bit, as opposed to my previous method, which was just let the whole thing do what it wants in the tub.
bucket.
I feel like this is representative of us as people. I just like see what happens. No, I don't know. Nah. Anyway, I've finished this beautiful garden bed, so I've just top dressed it with some compost and some, what's that straw stuff? Snow pea? Well, pea? Something.
Straw mulch.
Straw mulch. Sugarcane mulch. And then I just tipped some worms in there so that it should be nice and wormy.
Those worms, they were gone in like half a second flat.
They were. They like it in there.
They do like
So we've got these cone trellises for planting in our beds with the tomatoes, and we're thinking of giving it a try with some little mini pumpkins that we've got as well. So they're 120 centimeters high, so that should hopefully give the tomatoes lots of room to creep up, and then once the pumpkins start to get a little bit viney, we can hopefully train them up as well, and then we'll make little hammocks for the pumpkins to sleep in. I'll
very adorable.
Joe's socks.
Old bras probably the best tree.
Old bras.
Old bras.
We're not growing giant pumpkins. So we've decided to give some tomatoes and some pumpkins a go. So while my associate back here is still doing the dirty work,
What we've done.
begrudgingly her way worked a lot better for this second garden bed. I hate to admit it, but when she's right, she's right. So I'm gonna start having a little plant in this bed to cure my sorrows, or what's the word?
I don't know. Move on with your life.
Move on with my life. Also gonna plant some more basil seeds, because apparently they like to grow together. Tomatoes and basil go together like Zoom and Betty. We've got small sugar pumpkins because they're apparently better for smaller gardens and if you've got not much room to play with, and they create a smaller fruit. So we've got these little sugar pumpkins and I'm going to give them a crack. It's the first time we've ever tried to grow pumpkins because we haven't really had any space beforehand, so we'll see how that goes.
While Betty's doing those pumpkins, we're also trying something else we haven't done for the first time. Aldi had these white starred seed potatoes, and they like full sun. And I've seen many times other people growing them in the buckets. So we got one of these grow bags that we're going to give it a try. And it's got this like little flap here in the corner that you can open and get the potatoes out of. So give it a shot, see how it goes. Could live off potatoes if I had to.
She's not lying.
I would live off them if I was allowed to, more like it. So this variety of potatoes is meant to grow about 40 to 60 centimeters high, and you should be able to harvest it in 16 to 18 weeks. So we'll just keep an eye on it and see how it goes. I've heard that you mound things up when you see them leafing just to help them grow taller, so we'll give that a crack as they grow as well. Well, it's starting to get a bit darker at the end of the day now, so we'll have to pull up stumps. Do you want to walk us through what we've achieved today?
Well, we did a fair bit, I reckon. We put together our 2 new raised garden beds, as shown by the lovely Zoom, and we did our core. We're
going to call it core. C-O-I-R.
Core. We did the core soil stuff and filled up the beds, and we planted the seeds in the beds. Zoom planted her potatoes.
Finally.
In the bag. They're in the bag. And we just kind of gave the little area a little bit of a
zhuzh.
Oh yeah, you put the Yep, she put the green wall back up properly because it was being held on by cable ties and
fallen down. We still have a few things we want to do in this area, so it's not really completed. We want to reupholster the cushions because they're old and gross and just been left outside and neglected for far too long.
yes.
What else do you want to do for here? I'm really excited about everything starting to come back to life. So you can see buds are growing on the wisteria. We've got wisteria in the corner there, and yeah, the buds are starting to come out on it. And our rose bush is just starting to have a few buds happening as well. So that's pretty exciting.
We're still planning on getting another 2 of these raised beds to have back here, so we'll probably relocate those chairs at some point, but
Yep.
it's nice for now.
Yep. Oh, just before we head off, I just wanted to say another thank you to Annie from Annie's Kitchen for sending us through the package. It's our first ever mail
Package.
of spices. It's our first ever mail that we've received as a YouTube channel. So very, very excited about that. So thank you very much. I'm going to leave the link below to her channel, so definitely go and check her out.
Can't wait to cook with them.
Yeah, it'd be good. Tasty. It's just about dinner time now. What you reckon?
I'm not cooking on a Saturday night. Who cooks on a Saturday night?
All I'm saying is it's food time.
It is definitely food time. I'm wasting away to a
We didn't
shadow.
have lunch.
No, we didn't.
We had a great breakfast, but we didn't have lunch. Alright guys, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye!